reality. Live it, breathe it, this is your reality. Live it, breathe it, this is your reality. Yeah. Just got married to a princess. I will make it through this business. Cause I'm a bum on the side road. No one wants me. I got so many insecurities. What could she possibly want from me? This is your life, this is your life. This is your life. This is your life. This is your life. What could that possibly want from me? Yeah. What could they possibly want from me? This is your life. This is your life. Not too quiet, am I? Yeah. I like to be blended. My voice is a vocal. My voice is an instrument. So you gotta play this a loud volume. Loud volumes. It is safe to play this at loud volume. Loud volume. It is safe to play this at loud volume. Loud volume. Is it safe to play this at loud volume? You told me I had a stressful day, and I get down with loud volume. Can you handle my style? It's critical that we must go and ride, we must go, homie, we must go and ride, we must go, ride, go, homie, we must go, ride, go, ride, ride, go, ride, ride, homie, we must go, catch a ride, we must go, catch a ride, go on a ride, yeah. Ride. Oh, let's go on a ride, yeah. you guys some. In fact, I need more of these. So, we're gonna, what was random, I know, but we're gonna work on this, because I'm like, damn, I do need more. For the night radio. Or we can go through what we already have. Bitches in the front yell, screaming and yell. Can you pump his pussy? Can you pump your pussy? Pump it. All you gotta do is pump your pussy. Pump it. Keep on pumping your pussy. You can win. Come test. Push out your pussy. Push, push. Push out your pussy. Yeah. Push it out. Push it out. Push out your pussy. Push out your chest. That's how you can get a studio I owned. Yeah, I owned a studio I owned. Yeah. Alright, so we getting our bars. We are getting our bars. Check, 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 check. Ah, yeah. Damn, yo, I sound hella sexy. Yeah, sound hella sexy. Don't lie, you jealous. When a 6-fold caddy blasting chimney, one after the next. Like Holmes, I ain't ready to go home. I wanna keep on doing these drugs until I wake up in the morning. 2 years from now, I won't know who the hell what I did tonight. So, why don't you pick me up back later? Cause I'm about to have fun. Have fun. I'm about to have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Yeah, have fun. Why don't you pick me up there? I'm gonna have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Yeah, I'll have fun. Have fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun. You with my pills and all my friends. I know you ain't pay their bills, but I'm here just to chill. And right now, you just so far up my butt that it makes me wonder why we even friends, Holmes. Don't let this ruin a good thing, cause I wanna get high. Don't let this ruin a long friendship, cause I did this within your eyes. Don't make this a long out drunk vibe. We can work it together tomorrow, man, we're a little headed. We hit this. You mind? I'm a pound of beer. You mind? I don't give a crap what you say. This is the first time you saw me like this. Do you mind if I hit this joint? Cause you're making me act like this, Holmes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get alive. LGCD 436.0. Turn up the music. Listen to your hero. James Van Falls. Hands on the ball. Nowhere to go. In here to call. Pick it up and dial. Yeah, pick it up and dial. Get down. Pick it up and dial. Then pick it up. We're gonna go and party. Need to get pick up the shotty. Pick up the Tati. This brand new one way carpet. Better go teeth in the pill. Yeah, it's in the windmill. Got money floating out the jail. All we just go to jail. Tell me I don't play. Got a 6'4" in the days. Got loaded in the lock. I can tell homie I don't wanna play. Yeah, homie, we just wanna chill. We ain't all about that, dude. I'm a grown-up man. I don't need you to help all. Pop up me and shame. Damn, just look at my resume. I'm a hot thing. Hot thing, yeah, I'm a hot thing. Hot thing, man, I'm a hot thing. Hot thing, yeah, I'm a hot thing. Yeah, mother hot thing. Yeah, I'm a mother hot thing. I'm a mother hot thing. Hot thing, hot thing, hot thing. Me, cats with that. 449, head up on me, bit of blood. Red carpet, get down. On your 2 knees and show some shame. Get on your 2 knees and show some shame. On your 2 knees and show some shame. For the people who rides. Rides. Get on 2 knees and rise in shame. Get on 2 knees and rise in shame. Get on 2 knees and rise in shame. For the people who ride. Ride in style. Put my flips back and I'm acting. They tell me animate before the practice is cake. Like keep our acting kill. Like I want what the script said. Like it. As I'm giving head. Back and forth. Yeah, back and forth. Get it. Back and forth. Get it. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Get it. Yeah, I'm getting some here. Top of the penthouse. They got balls, liquors, autographs, and naked chicks. With the legs spread. While I get some drinks. Chilling always. Man, bigger than billions. Doses of shows. Let me put it up one more. Half of the shows. There. Oh, and there it goes. Yeah, hoes. Man, back at home. That's a car full of weed, full of green stuff. You know what I mean? I puff, right, puff, left. Puff, right, and a puff, left. Puff, right, and a puff, left. Puff, like, yeah, oh, what? Puff, left, and a puff, right. Puff, left, and a puff, right. Puff, left, and a puff, right. Puff, yeah, puff it, homie. Yeah, get it, puff it, homie. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up on one of my small iPads, YouTube, and I'm gonna search up there, LGCD word list, so I can have it right in front of my face. What we're gonna do in this case, I got chat, which I stare at, it's slowly moving, ain't really reading, but I think I need to work on my dictation, my vocab expression, LGCD word list. Should be quite a few videos there, done with music, I'm on repeat. This is what I did for myself, 20 minutes long, 181. Grab that one, and on the music, so I can get the verbiage. Alright, I learn that directly anyway. Sometimes I work, and I feel I need a need, where I come up vocabulary. It's like I hooked on Sydney. There's a suggestion, only weekend, plumbing tubes from underneath. That's the whole concept, cause I gotta hang on Adam Street. AK for the destroy. Find gold array, make it hit out, 3 gold for refine array. Yeah, she got her foot stuck in a light box, but it took a fork to get it out. Soon they did, soon they spoon in a bowl full of joy. Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you some decent reparation for the next hour and show. Concert, machinery, vocals in control. Happens on the double up bourbon, so please wait what you pray for again. Sitting on television, play Nintendo. Got a miracle, got high score. Relatable little book, see if I call. Mr. Mayor, the terminal, got to a phone, can't hook out to the telephone. I'm a little bit hit, went up to the hit, got to do a hit in my hell. Not suffering cause they be falling. In a bunch of research and college. Look up in the sky, then these sparkle in the sparkle. Look in the sky, these sparklers. And then you found your car, spelling love, sparklers. You can't get enough, you got sparklers, sparklers. That's all you see when you look in the sky. It's sparklers, sparklers, yeah. What you see? Sparklers, sparklers. This is all you see, sparklers, yeah. Whole magical one, shooting love holes. Ain't push on, just ride the wave. And eventually you'll see, when you take out the distraction, you'll eventually get a C card. 100% make it, I'm perfect. Look at that man, look at that woman across the street. You're damn perfect, you're perfect. In every which way, it sounds like a cliche. But let me say, you're perfect, yeah, he's perfect. You're perfect, always stay the same, yeah, never change. Always stay the same, yeah, stay the same, stay the same, stay the same. Stay the same, yeah. Get a DJ rocking back and forth. She's rocking back and forth on my cock. Big and strong, she likes how it throbs. Glitter us, give her full-time job. Her tax 49 employment. My new spouse, brand new house calls. Fancy diamond, big ass places. And no one you know could afford. And we fall in, high and low, bitch we fall in. Fast and slow, making that dough, money stacks. Okay, the call just got a brand new whack. Does this include interview way? Cause we gotta pull out more money. Pull out more money. Gotta pull out more money. Gotta write checks, bro. I'll let you sit here all day and talk politics, but I gotta cut checks. Gotta cut checks. Make money. Can't sit here and talk all day about my good habits. I gotta make money. Gotta make money. Yeah, make money. Gotta make money, home. Yeah, money stacks, money bills, money clocks. Got 24 credits and 3 more mills. Doing like that, homie, to the cure. Yeah. But hey, those bills, 7 hills, hummers, on our songs. Big ass deals, behind doors, moving cases of kilos, straight, those engineers, in them houses, furniture, living the awesome life, living the awesome life, postcards, oh wow, yeah, the life created, so differently, man, you can't keep up, I function in fortune, moreover, I expose with pictures in 4K, can verify, girl, I need you to verify, I'm sorry, I'm a little out of God, today's a hot one, and I'm just looking to go home, but I'm ready to sign all comments. It's a stressful day, being a millionaire. It's a stressful day, signing autographs. It's a stressful day, man, doing all these drugs. Stressful day, homie, doing front to take pay. I get faded on, drive limousines for me, and I just chill. Yap in my hand, installing a new thought about how I can make more thousands. Shoved in an album, since that's what I do good. Looking from a distance, I see you from the window crack. This ain't no surveillance, but I'll give you a peek up my butt here to provide, to shed more tears of what you can't have. In the next album, though, I'll translate it in full. Okay, beautiful landscape, dropping quality, more music in the industry. I call the call, and your bet's the bet. Homie, I ain't talking to anyone that leaves even Netherlands. No one knows your home, no one cares. It's 200 years in the future. Trying to talk, improving, living a life of shame. Cheap, living a life of improving. Smoking Wednesday, making bands of federations. Buried alive, losing time, including your longitude. Grab your heart, count a few more times, and you go latitude. Where the hell? But you're just totally out of it, dude. Got a new ticket, check where you at. Gee, living a hard life of a millionaire. Living a hard life, bro. Of a millionaire, hard life. These are diaries. What it's like, not having to cry. I got the skills, you can remind me I'm close to Jesus. God put together, but I'm like, nah, stop trying to build me up like that. It just brings bad vibes. But no matter what they don't want to listen. So my security's going down. And I guess what they say, total power is total corrupt. Well, I'm here to stay. Conditions are high, make tails. You at the least. Good flush when you leave the bathroom, stink still.
Library would have be funneled into perfection. We're working with hours compared to your little measly minutes. This is a real creative studio. That's why it's called Creative Winds. Because it blows you away, girl. My tongue slurps up the competition. Easy. It ain't hard for me to find a fat joint. All I gotta do is show them my card. Yeah. I perfected freestyle. Now I'm gonna perfect this audio style. Could use auto-tune for the people who hate my voice. Let's turn it on and see. I got a bunch of tools at my disposal. smoking by this fire, roasted marshmallows, so hot, I need another. It's about to snow, it's fall, around this campfire. It's fall around this campfire. There you go. See. Wow, yo. Pop, 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 pimp. And we get our effects. If what one? Huh. Wow, yo, you hear that radiating echo? Shit's unlocked. Shit's on automatic lock. Let's smoke up, man. We gotta keep this rotation going. We got this. We got Smirnoff vodka. So far, I had 5 shots. We have this wax right here. Slow down my auto tune so it's not so distracting. We have this wax right here. And then we have live resin right here. We got Dr. Pepper. We got a microphone. We got a thing outside the box. Technology. I don't got no hands for all of these drugs. They ain't gonna kill me. The airplane is. That's why I love air crash investigations. I seen it with my 2 eyes. Ain't the final destination. By God, I will fly that plane to safety. I will not be a pussy and let it crash, cause I'm a pilot. I've watched enough YouTube videos and air simulators, so we got it. Why must I watch a topic I ain't even involved in? Why does it help me escape from the manifesting thoughts that work brings? Why? Yeah. Boy, our crew's amazing. Just wait. In 10 years, I mean in less than 10 days, you'll see my GTA 5 improvement. Because I can go around that racetrack much better than I can in these vids. It's amazing how we've evolved and progressed. Playing video games, that's kind of like freestyle. Open world. Open your head to this idea. The days ain't people, days dots on a screen who's fake, computer generated. You asking me the question if I know if this is real, huh? Look at the mirror. The mirror is so down to earth. The mirror drive you down 6 feet under. Oh, the mirror has shown you where to go. Wow, the mirror. Yeah, the mirror. Yeah, I'm still up. a few. Cool. Am in the studio. Come on in. Oh, I didn't eat cookies yet. Am feeling wonderful. Well, I never say that word. As a word combination I usually don't use. I'm feeling wonderful. So we're making instrumental music here. Because it's worldwide market. The vocals is free, right? I don't have to be doing any of this. I don't have to even be on videos. I could just release instrumental music. And I find out that they're good companies. But some of this 4K stuff, I'm just learning, so I'm probably bought some cheap shit. But the real nice stuff that makes the whole thing work and saves you time. Okay, what were we talking about? Alright, so this new pile PCT40 12-in 1-plug audio LED electrical cable tester. So you guys probably don't even know what that is, but I just wanted to show you. So here's some pictures of it. Because I think every studio should have one of these. People serious in what they're doing, because I thought I was serious, and come to find out I be having bad cables.
Exclusive content for your next CD. Go get it.
Alright, so I can't really zoom in. So here's what this thing looks like, alright? It's got your XLR. Let's see if I could turn this. Okay. These aren't really good pictures because I can't click on it, you know? Alright, here it is. Here's a better picture. So, up here, okay, so let me back this story up and the reason why I bought this thing. It all started with my HDMI cables, and there's been equipment over the past that I blew, and I don't know why I blew it, but, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. You know, they were splitters, mostly. Those usually things that went, and then I just had random miscellaneous weird problems that just come out of the blue, and they would mainly come from HDMI, and I couldn't ever figure it out. You know, I was using real long cables to feed whatever I had to feed at the time, and I don't think there was any problem with it until some of my equipment started having problems and it would no longer work. And you know, it first happened with my quad thing. I had a 1080p quad. I got two of those. One of them, there's, I think a port is blown, but 3 works, not all 4. So it started with that. Then I had like an iPad thing that you would plug in here, and it plugs into HDMI. And then I plugged it in there, and I think that's what blew it. So something like that. But I had it on a real long 25-foot, still within limits, cord. And I don't understand that they were that touchy, and the reason why things blow because of the voltage, and they do this weird handshake. So when you plug it in, it sends information back and forth that says, what are you capable of doing?
and what's your highest resolution. So it does a handshake, and once it's got that handshake connection, then it connects, but it's got no memory. So once you have a loose connection, it doesn't remember that. And if wires are broken, it can send the wrong things, and bad things can happen. So also on the voltage, where you could have static electricity, like who knows what goes on. But I had most of my problems in the studio come from HDMI. So I've learned to use these. I don't have one here, but it's a much more expensive.
Up and down this hill, back and forth.
It's like this. Say a B&C connector. And so I didn't want to, but I got more into the production studio. So this is a 6G SDI. So this can transport, 4K for sure. But now they got 12G that does like very high 4K and 8K. The one I have. So anyway, these don't do the handshake thing. So there's many kind of B&C products, and I didn't understand what they were, because I still have a bunch of those old security systems, and I thought these were old school and no one really used these anymore. So I never, it was the same thing like MIDI. I thought MIDI was like 70s tech. It is 70s technology. So I never paid much attention to it. It looked old, like, what is that crap? But the more I find out what it is, it's still current. And just like these, they have different standards, even though they have the same, looks like they have the same connection. Just cables upgraded. So, I mean, yeah, I had to learn my stuff a bit. So, anyway, I got one of these cable testers. It's around here somewhere.
Merry Christmas to my homemade.
Oh, here it is. So I started testing all of my HDMI cables I got here.
Merry Christmas.
And probably 75% of them came back broken. And I didn't do too much research because it said open. So there, open means that there were a few broken wires in there. And that was 75% of my HDMI cables. And I had those cables ever since for like 5 years. But I didn't know, so I could I had basically every cable in the mix except for two cables out of everything that were open and sending incorrect information. So now, before I plug anything in, I always test. Asked me this 2 years ago, and I'm like, you just plug it in. But there's something with HDMI cables. If you don't got a good cable, like, it can mess your stuff up. And in my case, I had broken cables that was causing it, on top of long ass cables and probably poor powered splitters that were losing connection, starting connection. It wasn't nice to HDMI at all. So I mean, it's my fault that things blow, but it's like I didn't do it on purpose. So this thing, since that worked so well for me, and it explained to me that I need to take better care of the wire situation, because we do have a lot of wires, and I'm not trying to blow stuff up. I don't want to sell any more boxes because the boxes I sold were like really expensive, including my microphone. Like if I want to get a different like that, I don't know if I want to get that same microphone because it I like this voice I got now. The other one was nice and crisp, but it just wasn't what I was after. But I got that microphone because I planned on screaming. And yeah, if you make screaming music, you can check out my first few albums and it's all screaming basically. That was made on the Blueberry. It's a great microphone, man. Like I can't put it down. But if your diaphragm's big, if you're into opera, it's made for screaming music. That's what it's made for. All right, so I'm going to show you pictures of here. So this thing can check out, can test my cables, the RJ45. So sometimes I be having weird connections with my patch cables, and I've had those patch cables for over 15 years. So there, I know there's some bad. It can test USB cables. Like you put it in a cable here, and then, so you can also test your XLR and also your TRS. You can check your MIDI cables. It's got your speaker cables. Oh, there's your XLR. Oh man, so I'm being. It's got your just your left and right plugs. It's got different. So, and then here's the side. But call me nerdy, but I'm excited to get this because I want to see how many cables are broken. I know there's got to be quite a few, so I throw all those away. I throw all those out the moment I be finding something, because this stuff isn't cheap. So I like to be nice and kind to everything in my life that I already have, including my wife. Yeah, I'm kind to people. So that was another thing I ordered, and I'm excited for. Because yeah, I need that. I need that other thing to make the out of volume thing work. So here's this issue with my iPad. I can make music with my iPad. The current... Oh, here it comes. Big screen. The current setup now is using a Sonic port. Works real well. You can see here. Real well, man. It's more than I need, to be honest. It's got in and out and some other ports. It's got monitor port. Real nice. Real nice. And if you need a sound card that you don't mind running on battery, but now I'm getting to a point that I want to make beats longer, and I want my, I'm getting to a point where I want my iPad Pro